Hey guys, it's me here today. So this week we're going to take a look at the He-Man of the Vatican, the Knights of the Ninth Crusade. And as always, we begin with the origin story. The Ninth Crusade, Dijo Tsi Dai Kuji Jujigun, were an order of knights under the direct command of the Pope, which was numbered around 3,000 strong. They consisted of at least 4 factions and were dressed in armor and white-hooded robes and equipped with large-caliber rifles fitted with silver halberds and bayonets. The robes and hoods, capirot, that these knights wear are reminiscent of those worn by Catholic Spanish penitents during the traditional procession in Holy Week through the towns. The purpose is to conceal the identity of the wearer through the mask and tapered hood, making the estimation of their height difficult. Under orders of the Pope himself, the Ninth Crusade gathered to inform Maxwell of his new status as Archiepiscopus Maxwell, and to aid the England to purge her of Millennium's forces. However, Maxwell instead decided to use the Knights as an attempt to wipe out England entirely of its Protestant population, and as an act of revenge against society. The Ninth Crusade became the instruments of God's wrath, eliminating all who opposed the Catholic Church. There were at least 4 branches of the Papal Knights, and all of their members attended the Battle of London. Each head of an order of the Papal Knights had a unique mask. The Malta faction is easily the largest of the 4 orders to join Maxwell in the battle, while the Calatrava faction remains as the smallest faction. Now, let's get into their arsenal. So, the main weapon of the Ninth Crusade are their modified PTR anti-material rifles. These bad boys are chambered for 14.5mm rounds, which are known for their extreme stopping power. These rifles are then further modified with a halberd head attached to the barrel extension, allowing the user to engage enemy forces at close range with a medieval weapon on a modern rifle. This allows the Crusaders to remain hidden within the helicopter gunships until they are within range to deploy their halberds. But there are some variations to this weapon as seen throughout the series. Some feature a simple bayonet attachment, and some appear to have more of a spear point added to the end. The Knights of the Order of Calatrava la Nueva, Caratorabara Nueva, Quixituanchang, Caratorabara Nueva Quixidancho, consisted of 118 members. As with the other Papal Knights, they were equipped with the PTRS-41 anti-material rifle with a halberd head attached to the end of the barrel. During the Battle of London, the Knights of Calatrava la Nueva were deployed alongside the Knights of Santo Stefano di Toscana to intercept and eliminate Anderson and Alucard. Once again, they were equipped with the PTRS-41 anti-material rifle with a halberd head attached to the end of the barrel. While they suffered heavy losses at the hands of Millennium's forces, the Knights managed to inflict casualties of their own on the vampire army before being overwhelmed and destroyed by Alucard as restriction level 0. The Knights of the Military Order of Santo Stefano di Toscana, Sutepano Quixituan Toscana Gunduanchong, Sutepano Quixidan Toscana Gundancho, consisted of 257 members. As with the other Papal Knights, they were equipped with the PTRS-41 anti-material rifle with a halberd head attached to the end of the barrel. During the Battle of London, the Knights of Santo Stefano di Toscana were deployed alongside the Knights of Calatrava la Nueva to intercept and eliminate Anderson and Alucard. Although they were successful in inflicting casualties on the vampire army, the Knights were eventually overwhelmed and destroyed by Alucard's restriction level 0. The Knights of the Order of Malta Maruta Chi-Shirtuan, Maruta Kishidan, consisted of 2,157 members. As with the other Papal Knights, they were equipped with the PTRS-41 anti-material rifle with a halberd head attached to the end of the barrel. The Knights of Malta are the only ones shown with ballistic shields, which were large enough to protect their entire bodies. During the Battle of London, the Knights of Malta, along with the rest of the Papal Knights, were instrumental in helping Hellsing and Alucard deal with Millennium's threat. In fact, they played a crucial role in taking out 2 of the 3 Zeppelins that were piloted by the Major. Also, since the Knights of Malta were the largest faction of the Ninth Crusade, they were tasked with guarding the Vatican while the others went off to fight. Altogether, they equaled a total force of 3,072 fighting men. Now let's get into the leader of the Ninth Crusade, Enrico Maxwell. After the events of World War II, the Vatican was approached by the British government to send aid in the form of manpower to help the country mobilize against rising threats. The request was granted, and the manpower was sent. Upon arriving in England, Enrico Maxwell was promoted to the rank of Archbishop and was given orders by the Pope to command the Ninth Crusade to England to eliminate Millennium's forces. He was originally sent to assist Integra Hellsing and Alucard in destroying Millennium. However, Maxwell let his newfound power and fanaticism go to his head and turned on Hellsing. During the Battle of London, when the two Millennial Zeppelins attacked the city, Maxwell used the distraction to launch a surprise attack against the Hellsing organization and the England's forces. He unleashed the 3,000-strong Ninth Crusade upon them, giving the order to destroy everyone, soldiers and civilians alike. His goal was to kill all Protestants in England and force a massive Catholic conversion. At the time, Alucard was away from London, but upon hearing about the attack, he immediately teleported back to the city. Seeing what Maxwell had done, Alucard attacked him and the Ninth Crusade, but was held off for a bit. With the help of the Hellsing organization, Alucard was eventually able to defeat Maxwell and the Ninth Crusade and bring them to justice. As we mentioned earlier, the Ninth Crusade had many different factions that came together to make up the 3,000-strong Holy Order. The most elite of these factions were the Knights of the Sword of Roland, the Knights of Calatrava la Nueva, the Knights of Santo Stefano di Toscana, and the Knights of the Order of Malta. Each of these factions had their own distinct look and fighting style, but they were all united in their goal of destroying Millennium and ridding England of its Protestant population. They were led by the charismatic and powerful Enrico Maxwell, who was known for his ability to inspire his followers and lead them into battle. Maxwell was a skilled swordsman and a master of strategy, and he was able to use these skills to great effect during the Battle of London. Although the Ninth Crusade was ultimately defeated by Alucard and the Hellsing organization, they left their mark on history as one of the most powerful and feared holy orders of all time. They may be gone, but they will never be forgotten. All right, guys. Now we're going to discuss the significance of the Ninth Crusade in the world of Hellsing. The Ninth Crusade is a pivotal part of the Hellsing storyline, as it marks a turning point in the battle between the Hellsing organization and the Nazi remnants of Millennium. Led by the fanatically religious Enrico Maxwell, the Crusade is a formidable force that threatens to overwhelm the Hellsing organization and its allies. Maxwell's personal vendetta against the Hellsing family adds a layer of complexity to the conflict, forcing Alucard and the others to confront not only a powerful enemy, but also a deeply flawed leader. The clash between the Ninth Crusade and the Hellsing organization highlights the moral ambiguity of the series, as both sides are fighting for what they believe to be the greater good. The Ninth Crusade's desire to purge England of Protestants and impose Catholicism through force mirrors the historical Crusades and raises questions about the nature of religious persecution and fanaticism. Overall, the Ninth Crusade serves as a reminder of the darkness that can lurk within seemingly righteous causes and the lengths to which people will go in the name of religion. And finally, let's talk about how the Ninth Crusade has been portrayed in other media. Due to its relatively recent introduction in the Hellsing anime adaptation, the Ninth Crusade has not yet been featured in any other media outside of the original manga and anime. However, its potential for future adaptations is high due to its unique premise and memorable characters such as Enrico Maxwell. The Ninth Crusade's distinct attire and weaponry also make it visually striking and suitable for spin-off projects or other Hellsing-related merchandise. As the Hellsing franchise continues to gain popularity, it is possible that we will see more of the Ninth Crusade and its members in future adaptations. So that just about wraps it up for our discussion on the Ninth Crusade. If you guys enjoyed the video, please leave us a like and comment below if you plan on joining the 10th Crusade. We've got some more videos coming out next week on some pretty cool stuff, so stay tuned. Thanks for watching.